Alrighty, welcome back to another fantastic episode of FFVIII Live and the beautiful Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Let's Play. Let me, forgot to check the audio level. We're at 4.9, okay. That way you boys on YouTube have some kind of consistency with your audio. Alright, so we have an absolute crazy ton of stuff to talk about today. Let me remember, what were we doing? Do I have to... I already saved Renoa. Am I going to the city? Is that what I was doing? Help me out. Deep Sea or President? What do you guys think? Do you want me to go get annihilated by the Deep Sea stuff? Just for fun? Let's do it for fun. For the memes. Okay, so I have a ton to talk about today. First of all, today is the last day of Hollow Month, a event that we do every year for Halloween. Technically, it's actually November 1st, but I was extremely ill this Monday, and so I pushed everything back and said we'll just do November 1st as the final day, that way we don't miss a day. So today is the final day for Hollow Month and all the stuff associated. We have hit all the Hollow Month incentives, which is amazing, including the final one, which was the Doom Ultra Nightmare run. So you'll be seeing a Doom Ultra Nightmare run. I'll probably put highlights of that on YouTube as well. So look forward to that. That's going to be really, really cool. I'm excited about that. You're also going to be seeing some Dark Castle and some other crazy things. So all sorts of awesome Halloween stuff coming up. Thanks to everyone who supported Hollow Month. Because it is November, we have a new charity of the month, and because it's the month of Thanksgiving, I thought I would go for a food-related charity, so I went with Food for the Hungry. Food for the Hungry actually does a lot of stuff that isn't food as well. They support a lot of different countries with a lot of different things that help them sustain themselves. It's not just food, but yeah, that'll be our charity for the month. Also, a couple things about content. So, the Final Fantasy VIII Let's Play, I asked you guys a couple weeks ago, hey, would you like me to do another Let's Play where I break the crap out of the game? And a lot of people said yes, they would be looking forward to that. So, that is officially a go. After this Let's Play, I will do another Let's Play. It's going to be separate, just so that it doesn't get to like episode 80 or something and people aren't like, what the heck? So it's going to be separate. As soon as Final Fantasy VIII ends, I'll start a new one, and it's going to be called like Let's Break Final Fantasy VIII instead of Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. And we're going to do everything there is to do with breaking the game. We're going to use all the cheats. We're going to use all the refining and get all the craze, get Lionheart on level 1 or whatever the heck. Like just go bonkers and completely break the game completely. In addition to that, we're also going to try to get the Platinum at the same time. So, we're going to get the Platinum Trophy. We're going to break the crap out of the game. It's going to be a good old time. So that will be directly after this Let's Play. Also, now that Hollow Month is over, November is going to be a crazy month full of Final Fantasy content. Because I was so sick over pretty much the entirety of October, I did not... You know, all these projects has been like sitting around, and I've been getting all these crazy ideas but not being able to implement them, so I've just been writing them down and fleshing them out in my head. Now they're all ready to go, and now I'm feeling better, and now Hollow Month is ending, so November is going to be like full force Final Fantasy VII. We're going to do the Let's Break Final Fantasy VIII Let's Play, but then also I have 2 different Final Fantasy VII mods that I'll be working on and releasing. A new in-depth involving a character that I know everyone really wants to see. There's going to be a lot of like just Final Fantasy VII on the stream, whether or not I'm working on mods or testing mods or doing recording for the in-depth. There's going to be a lot more Final Fantasy, not just on Fridays, but all week long. So if you've been wanting to visit the stream, now's a very good time to do it. I'm going to be doing a lot of Final Fantasy stuff, specifically on the stream. And I think that's it. The only other thing I wanted to say, I got this idea earlier, or like last night actually. I got the idea. I was reading a lot of the comments people have left on the Final Fantasy VIII stuff in terms of the story, and saying like this is the worst part of the story, talking about like the space stuff. Other people saying like, you know, the whole story is a mess. Some people saying that they really like the Final Fantasy VIII story. And so I wanted to ask you guys on Twitch, and then also you guys on YouTube, if you could chime in the comments. Basically, what is your percent that you... How do I phrase this? Like, if you were to give Final Fantasy a rating, and in Final Fantasy in particular, not any game, but Final Fantasy in particular, how much does the story matter to you? So if you were to give the game a rating, how much of that rating depends on the story? So for example, 100% would be, I literally only play Final Fantasy for the story. If it has cheats, I use them just to get through the story as quickly as possible because I just want to read the story. 0% being, I don't even care about the story, I just play the game for the gameplay. So give me your percent. What is your percent of what you care about the story? You know, 50 would be like, oh, it's half and half. I like the story, but I also like the gameplay. 100% being only story, 0% being no story. Final Fantasy in particular, because I know some games like Super Meat Boy, the story doesn't matter much. It's more about the gameplay. But Final Fantasy in particular, because I've heard a lot of people say like, you know, oh, I quit playing Final Fantasy because they stopped caring as much about the story. Or I've heard people say, I really like the new Final Fantasies because they're more about the gameplay and less about the story. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. So leave a comment, let me know what your percent is. And then, you know, we'll know kind of for the future, like what to look for, you know. If are people still playing Final Fantasy because they want that amazing story, or is it more of a whole experience that they want? And we can use that to kind of help us look forward into like Final Fantasy 16 and stuff, and see if they're doing what the fans actually want, or at least closer to what they want. To be honest with you, I don't really know what my percent is. I feel like it would be like, with Final Fantasy, probably like 70%, I would say. Maybe a little less, actually. As I grow older, I tend to really play games for the gameplay more nowadays, which is weird. You'd think it'd be the opposite, but I was really into stories and stuff when I was a kid. You know, I would just get really involved in the characters and write my own stories with the characters and talk to my friends about my favorite characters. And nowadays, you know, a lot of times I play games for the gameplay. Some of my favorite games have very little story. But then, you know, there's certain games like walking simulators and stuff that I really love the story. So it really depends on the game. But Final Fantasy in particular, like after playing so many Final Fantasy VII mods and challenge runs and stuff, Final Fantasy, a lot of times I look for the gameplay now. But I'm still in it for that beautiful story, especially the older ones. Looks like it's been abandoned for years. What is that big blue thing? What is that light? Watch that light. There's something resonating. Let's check out the core. We might find out more about it. The blue light leads all to death. Turn back. Oh, that doesn't sound foreboding. I don't know if I like the sound of that. God, Zell is level 16. Wait, why do we even have Zell? Get out of here, Zell. What are you doing? Oh, I can't oh no. I gotta get out of here. I gotta change my characters first. I didn't realize I still had Zell. Hold on. I'll be back. Is it a bug zapper? Sounds like a lot of you guys are above 50% at least. Which I expected. I definitely expect people to be 50% or above. For the most part. But obviously not everyone. Where... Oh my god. Where are my junctions? Oh, okay, Quistis. Oh. Okay. Okay, we're good. Alright. Let's go get trashed. Yeah, my levels are all screwed up. I don't think I've ever played a game. I don't think I've ever played an RPG in my life where I screwed up the levels so bad. Like, casually, you know? Like, what happened, man? It doesn't help this game's look, you know. A lot of people say this game is, like, very unbalanced, and this playthrough is not doing it any favors, because I'm making it look really unbalanced. Because my levels are completely bonkers. I mean, it's not really the game's fault as much. I just spent too much time as Squall. But I do feel like they maybe could have done a better job. Like in Final Fantasy VII, if you don't select characters, they level up, you know, off screen. But that doesn't seem to happen in this game. Zell and Irvine are still 16. So, like, what happened? That time when you're like Squall for a really long time, it should be giving everyone else some passive experience. So that this doesn't happen. Alright. So... Oh, God. I took one step. Okay, these guys don't look that bad. And I'm dead. Ooh. Some good stuff. Oh! That was nice. Okay, that thing made a terrifying noise when I killed it. I want to steal from these guys, but I'm probably gonna die anyways, so I probably shouldn't really worry too much about stealing stuff. Let's drop them at the Poke Center. Ooh. But yeah, like Final Fantasy VII does a pretty good job. If you use the same 3 characters like all game, other than when you're forced to use them. Or forced to use other characters, you'll only be like 10 levels up. So it does a pretty good job of giving passive experience. Now their limits are going to be like complete trash, but they'll at least be usable. Which is good because the final boss, sometimes you have to use other characters, so it's good that they're not super weak. This game kind of shares a lot with Final Fantasy VII, though, in that you can make any character good. In Final Fantasy VII, a character can be level like 20, but if you give them amazing equipment and materia, they'll be fine. And in the same way, in this game, you could have a character that's level like 10, but if you give them the right GFs and a bunch of Junction stuff, they'll be fine. So... So where are we at? Encounters are us. I was trying to figure out if there's like a way you're supposed to walk forward to not get encounters, but there doesn't seem to be. I'm just kind of getting them. Ooh. Wow. Fire, Firaga, and Meltdown. I need to get rid of some, I need to get rid of some magic, potentially. And get rid of arrow. And break. Why is it so quiet in here? It's kinda spooky. I can hear the music, but it's like really quiet for some reason. You have like no magic at all. Okay. Maybe I move. You have perceived the resonance. What does that even mean? Ah! You're not good with the slot glitch? Just practice. If you practice it, you can get really good at it. It's not as hard as it looks. Oh, okay. I was gonna draw from them, but Odin's gotta be a guy. I'm afraid all this good stuff is going to waste. Wait, where am I going? Am I going up or to the right? I think I'm going to the right. I should junction a little more. I think I'm gonna give her cover. Wait, can I equip Encounter None and just walk through? I wonder. I don't really want to do that though, because I don't know when the boss happens. I could turn off mag bonus and do vitality or spirit plus 40. Instead of strength bonus, I could do spirit plus 40. Trying to do my best to survive, but we'll see what happens. I'm going all out. We need an Odin counter. 7,000. It's always just so many Odins. Yo, Nicolas Cage, thank you so much for the 16 months, my man. Thank you for the host Cycros. And thank you for the 100 bits advent. Nicolas Cage was our winner of last week's Final Fantasy VIII Remastered giveaway. We'll be doing another one today. Right after the Let's Play is over, we'll be giving away another copy. We're going to continue to give away copies until the Let's Play is done. Depending on how things go, we might even be able to keep giving away copies during the Let's Break Final Fantasy VIII, but we'll see. At that point, everyone will have a copy. See, this is one of the things I'm talking about, like, with this game. Thank you, Lobaka, for the Tier 2 months. Can I get some extra foam in the chat? I am stuck in the corner. Appreciate the Tier 2, dude. You know, this is supposed to, as far as I understand, this is supposed to be like a super dungeon, and it still only has like 2 different enemies in it. You know? Like, the lack of enemy, like, variety seems really kind of crappy to me. Like, why is it just, like, there's 4 different guys so far. Hey, can you not? That sounds terrible. Make a mod. That would be a cool mod for Final Fantasy VIII. Seeing as though all the characters scale to your level anyways, it'd be cool to make a mod where, like, all the enemies are in every area. You know, like, every time you get into a fight, you could just get, like, anyone. With the exception of maybe, like, Malboro. Because that would suck. So you wish to challenge me. Why does it look like I can select something, but it's just one answer? It's not our will to fight. And we're fighting anyways. Okay. Oh, that's a Dargon. Whoa, he's just like... He's just got some meteor. That's a little scary. Don't do it! Oh, that hurts a lot. Ow. Alright, I should have been more careful. Oh, I survived! How the heck? I'm somehow alive. Oh my god, he's still alive. Squall is a legend. Mayfaz, thank you for the 29 months. It is not my will to sub to you. Or to not resub. It is not my will to not resub to you. Always sub. Now Junction me to increase your cool stat. I'm on it. As soon as I, you know, get back up from death. Can I actually win this? Who's that hitting? Does that hit everyone? Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Ah, I should have cast that like a split second later. That did nothing at all. Why was that so weak? Okay. If enemies are using Reflect, it casts Reflect on itself. Weak against ice and... is that holy? He doesn't have that much health. He has a ton of spirit and defense. What's up, Solid? Oh my god, dude, this morning was crazy. we did it. Oh no, that is a big no-no. That's not good at all. Squall is Junction to fire, and he's like the only one that can deal damage. We got a code red. We have a code red. Yeah, that wasn't going to work out anyways. I had no way to damage him at all. So I kind of saw that coming. We need the Junction our boy with some ice. That's better. Actually. You have 33 Blizzaga. It's not that much. How come you don't have any Kuraga? Holy cow, you have so much elemental defense. Just put all your fire. Ooh, I got a little green star. Does that mean I absorb it? Okay, let's give that a shot. Yo, Mavic, thank you for the 64 bits. Is it just me or did we start earlier today? No, we start same time every day. The last 2 days have been like 5 or 10 minutes late because of me taking longer to get ready because of sickness. But we always start at 8:30. Music starts at 8, show starts at 8:30. Yeah, well, Renoa is kind of my my tank. So the only things that I care about are her like HP and defense stuff, which should be pretty good. I don't know if there's anything better to put. I mean, she just doesn't have much magic, to be honest. I gave everything to Selfie because she's like the magic caster, but actually, I don't know why she has no vitality or spirit. She's supposed to be my tank, but she has no vitality or spirit. I need to change that. She's learning Spirit Junction right now. Also, I could probably take cover off, because this guy does, like, no... Alright, I never even equipped cover. Let's do Spirit plus 20. And... Spirit plus 40. And... Spirit plus 20. Yeah, clock changes need to stop. I agree. I've watched a couple, I don't know if I'd call them documentaries, but programs about, like daylight savings time and stuff, and how it was meant for farmers and stuff, and now it's like completely moot point. Or no, I don't think it actually was for farmers. I think that's like the thing that everyone thinks, but it was something else. Yeah. Yeah. I forget what it's actually for. I'm glad I watch all these educational programs just to remember like the myths, but not the facts. Isn't that just the way it is? Like whenever you watch like a documentary or something, you remember like the stuff that's false but sounds true, but you don't remember the actual truth. Alright, I think we could take some fire from this bomb. And that might actually help us a bit. Or the viewer, actually. I wonder if I should just take like a bunch of freaking meltdown. Maybe. rid of some of Squall's magic. He's just gonna keep growing if I do that, so. Holy cow! Yeah, that's the power of, Ooh, he's got Kiraga. That's the power of putting ice on Squall's weapon. It's actually doing big damage. Oh, actually, yeah. God, the Junction system is so strong. Man. Full Kiraga, really? Are we really about to fall back that soon? Hey, falling back is awesome. Oh, crud. You have no Kiraga, do you? Shoot. Fix that. Maybe I could put Kiraga in Renoa's health thing. To make it a lot better. Candy companies are like money. You know what I realized the other day? I talked about this Wednesday, I think. But I never realized how much I love Halloween, but don't care about Halloween Day. Like, I prepare all month long. I do this big Halloween event every year. I decorate the house. I, like, get super hyped for Halloween. And then Trick or Treat comes, and Trick or Treat's like the big day to celebrate Halloween. Sometimes we throw a party, give out candy and stuff. And then it gets to the actual day of Halloween, and it's always just like, go to work, everyone goes to work, come home, go to bed, forget that it's Halloween. Like, of all the holidays, the actual day matters the least for Halloween, I think. Okay, we're gonna do arrow to you. Some of it. Okay. Man, life is like crazy good for your health stat. I hate to do all this and then just die to the dragon, but... Yo, Zooloft! Thank you so much for the 29 months! And then bang, bang, bang! Kids at the door while you're sleeping. Give us the candy. We actually, so this year, I was kind of sad, because usually I, like, throw a party for trick-or-treat, or get all, you know, excited for trick-or-treat. This year I just didn't have the energy, because we've been sick all October long, and like I said, this Monday was the worst of it. So I just wasn't feeling trick-or-treat. So I put the candy next to the door, but I didn't turn our lights on. I just figured, like, if someone comes up by mistake, I'll give them candy, but otherwise, you know, we'll just pretend like we're not doing it this year. And even though our lights were off, we did get one group that came up. But I don't really blame them for coming up, because our lights in the house were on, but our street lights weren't on, and we have a pretty small neighborhood. So they were probably just like, we'll give it a shot. And I gave them candy. But it was a little awkward, because they came up and knocked on the door, and then they were like, are they coming, or did we blow it? Yo, Big Boss, thank you so much for the 13 months. Hey, Death, ribs are taped up this morning. Yikes. Hope they feel better soon. But glad I can watch some of your stream. Also, did you do the Sonic Mania giveaway? Sonic Mania giveaway. We did that, like, long time ago, I think. So you wish to challenge me? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's hope we don't get massacred. What's nice is I can get Fire-Aga from him, so that kind of helps. See how much damage. I hope this is still fire. Okay, that still does a lot of damage. Crazy. Please cast that on cool people and not, like, yourself 3 times. Man, he is so... his defense stats are insane. Like, Squall was doing 8,000 to that bomb. He only does 3,000, this guy. Inferno Fangs. I wonder if Demi works. Because he gives me Demi. Nice. Yeah, stealing doesn't seem too hard in this game, so having luck for stealing isn't really, like, super necessary. He's already dead. See you later. Squall too strong. Holy cow. Holy cow. Begging me for mercy. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm out here. Whoa, God, life is like the craziest junction. Like, life isn't even really that rare. If I ever play this game casually again, or even when I, like, play through it again, I'm totally getting 99 life right away, because it just junctions into everything so freaking well. Well, I might as well take this opportunity to save. Let me land. Hey, how's it going, J-Web? Good to see you, man. I did not mean to save in block 5. Ship looks funny when you do this. I gotta make it all the way back over. Hey, how's it going, Zier? Yeah, I should probably start using the Ragnarok save point. Be quicker. I wonder if I have to fight the dragon again. Because he's saying everything again. Ugh. You wanted to marry the cook? It's not a bad idea to marry a cook. It's kind of like marrying an electrician. Like, you don't have to deal with electric problems ever again. But, like, electric problems come up a lot more rare than food problems. Food problems come up every day. So that's a pretty good quality to have. I'd marry myself. Also not a bad plan. Maybe. If you can deal with yourself. Yep, I gotta fight the dragon again. Which, I mean, isn't too bad. Gives me good experience. And he has good magic. You want to divorce yourself? I attacked the selfie. Clink. Selfie. As much as I hate Selfie, I also love Selfie. I love her gimmick. It's just fun and comes in handy a lot. Rapture? Okay. I'm not gonna say no to Rapture. Woo! Never. I gotta fight something else. Another one. And I'm back attacked. That's not very nice. Oh, we're dead. That's annoying. You died. I'm honestly kind of surprised. What the? Okay. Was that an accident? Kind of surprised how much damage breath does. Like, even with all the fire on. Like, I don't know if it's fire element, but I think it is, because when I put all the fire on, it did less damage, but it still does a lot. I mean, I got... The thing is, though, I don't think it's fire, because it would literally heal Selfie if it was fire. But then how come when I equipped the fire, it started doing less damage to everybody? What else did I change? You're all good, MBH. Just trying to figure out, what did I do? I gave Renoa a better spirit, but like, what I'm confused by is... What I'm confused by is Selfie, because I swear Selfie has taken less damage, but I didn't change anything about her, except gave her a ton of fire resistance. So, like, why is she taking less? Did I change her spirit? Or her vitality? I don't think so. I know I changed... Renoa's spirit, because I put Kiraga on it. So it's got to be spirit. So it must be... It's either a non-elemental... magic? It's gotta be magic, because when I put shell on, it defended against it. So, it's either non-elemental, or it's something like wind, because it's breath. So, I could either try giving some wind defense, or just cast shell. If I just cast shell. The problem is if I end the first fight with low health and then get into the second fight and he just like casts it right away, then I get wrecked. We shall see. Yeah, I realized that, like, the defensive spells last forever, or at least a really long time in this game. Definitely a step up from Final Fantasy VII, where they last 5 seconds if you're on active. There really is something about Final Fantasy VII that doesn't really exist in a lot of RPGs that I play. A lot of RPGs... Yo, thank you for the dark red. I don't know why dark red keeps failing. It's like only dark red. Not sure what that's about. I'll have to look into that. A lot of RPGs that I play, once you cast a defensive spell, it kind of stays for a long time. But Final Fantasy VII in particular, I mean, at least it gives you a bar. That's what's really nice about 7, is it gives you a bar, so you know when your shield runs out, so you don't just suddenly get whacked. But at the same time, it doesn't last very long. Shell do I have? Oh, I have 100. Pretty good. So somebody told me a long time ago that I could cast double and cast 2 different spells, but I still don't know how that works. Because when I cast double and then I select shell, I can't like go back now, or else I just cancel it. So is that guy just trolling me or what? Because there's no way to go back. I think that guy was just trolling me. I'd like to cast like shell and then cure, but I don't think you can do it. And by trolling me, I mean had no idea what he was talking about, but pretended like he knew what he was talking about. The old Twitch special. Mistaken is a nice way to say it. He was mistaken. But the way he was mistaken was like, Death, you're a moron. You should cast both the spells. There's a big difference between mistaken, where they're like, I think you could possibly do this, Death. You should try it. And, hey, Death, I'm the best and you're the worst and this is how you do everything. But they're just flat out wrong. Alright, don't kill the dragon while we have, like, no health. Wait a second, did Shell even work? Maybe Shell doesn't work. I could have swore it did. Whoa, okay, listen. What just happened? We just got absolutely bamboozled. The biggest bamboozle of all time. He breathed, our shells wore off, and then he breathed again. This is the worst deal. This is the worst Junction deal of all Junction deals.